What is up, boys and girls? Welcome back to Film Time. As you can see from the title, I'll be discussing the 10 times Dr. Pimple Popper proved it was the best show ever. Before we dive into the video, I want you guys to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notification bells on so you do not miss any of our videos in the future. But without further ado, let's dive into number 10. Coming up at number 10, Dr. Pimple Popper actually removed a disgustingly huge cyst from a man's eyelid. You must be wondering, how on earth has she done that? Dr. Sandra Lee, aka Dr. Pimple Popper, has been somewhat of a phenomenon this year. Her gross videos of spots and cysts being squeezed have delighted spawners across the web. That's fans of spots, if you didn't know. This gross eyelid cyst being extracted is enough to make anyone's stomach turn. Coming up at number 9, we have a footage that shows scores of maggots squeezed out of a dog's flesh. Back in February, we reported on a video showing the horrific moments a dog has thousands of maggots squeezed from his skin. The ghastly video has captured what vets have called one of the worst cases of maggot infestation that they have ever seen. The poor pooch, known as Bob, has been brought into a veterinary clinic in Gambia after being left in filthy conditions by his owners. Vets then squeezed thousands of wriggling mango worms out from Bob's body. The worms had buried themselves under his skin and needed to be removed one at a time by dedicated staff at the Toure and May Veterinary Clinic in Bijilo. Coming up at number 8, we have the worst case of nits to sweep the web. Hair-raising footage shows thousands of head lice crawling around a little girl's head. Posted by the girl's mother, Carla Mendoza, the disgusting video shows a brave hairdresser inspecting her daughter Aranza's bogging bonnet. Filmed in Mexico, the clip also shows the stylist saying, "This is the worst case I've seen." The 8-year-old's hair is laced with hundreds of white eggs. Coming up at number 7, we have the disgusting moment an infected cyst erupts like a volcano on a man's arm. In a clip to rival Dr. Pimple Popper herself, this cyst was the Mount Vesuvius of spots. This video shows the hideous moment an unidentified man's infected cyst popped and erupted like a volcano on his arm. The guy, believed to be from America, has multiple pus-filled spots all over his body, but instead of seeing a medical professional, he decided to let an anonymous woman attack that with a scalpel. And that's probably one of the best reasons why Dr. Pimple Popper is the best show, as first of all, she would have done it for free and she would have done a way better job. Coming up at number 6, obviously viewers will think that there is indeed a butterfly from the pimple due to its vibrant colour and the rich thickness that just quite clearly reflects and mirrors smooth salted butter. It was obviously a satisfaction to see some of the butter flow out of the pimple, not leaving a mess for either the patient themselves or the surgeons. She really compares the content, either keratin or sebum, to butter a lot. So in terms of knowledge, Dr. Pimple Popper is definitely one of the highest up there. Coming up at number 5, we have the time someone in Dr. Pimple Popper's chair tried to do her job. Someone inexperienced must have messed up the whole process of the pimple popping procedure, but this time the surgeon did a great job by getting some sort of help from the patient themselves, which did indeed lighten up the whole mood and increase and more of the reason why Dr. Pimple Popper is the best show ever. Coming up at number 4, that lady must be a strong individual to dedicate that pimple pop to International Women's Day. When obviously that woman dedicated one of her pops to International Women's Day, maybe the clearance dedicated a lot of individuals that stood strong just like herself and the pops released from the dirty situation she was in. People like her are strong-minded people, and that goes back to the point why Dr. Pimple Popper is the best show ever, because it relates back how strong these individuals are. Coming up at number 3, a blackhead removal situation that will both horrify and mesmerize you. This turns away a viewer as the most unexpected is about to hit their way. But there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Looking at this pimple popping, people could definitely get scared for life or stay satisfied for a long time purely based on this pimple pop. Coming up at number 2, this is a bit more visual than the rest. It happened on the upper lip. Of course, it's more visual. It's on the face. Looking at the popping with one eye closed is the right option for the majority, as you won't be able to predict what will happen next. Coming up at number 1, when she says cysts popped out like ribbons. A pimple is like an iceberg, small on the outside but has a news story underneath its surface, saying that the way the cyst popped from either one hole or different ones, it was like a constructed fireworks show due to the reference made ribbons. It was definitely not expected to come out the way it did, but it was also interesting to some. So yeah guys, Dr. Pimple Popper is definitely one of the best shows ever due to how interesting it is and some of the cases that she has, which is absolutely extraordinary. But guys, make sure you do subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification bells on. But yeah guys, it's been film time, and I'll see you guys in the next one.